Hi everyone, welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy and I've still not recovered because I just filmed CROCHET and there was a spider in the yarn room. Oh, takes me a while to it sometimes takes me all day, and every time I see a shape or a dark thing I think spider, but it's not. So no doubt there will be more because, you know, there's never just one. And I know that for a fact because where it was right at the top of the coving and in the whiteness of the wall. And what they do is, because spiders, when they mate, they need to be seen and be attractive to other spiders, they go against a white background, and so therefore they're easy to spot, which makes them easy to spot for us, which is brilliant. But they and I'm just hoping that it's not yet attracted them, May. Otherwise someone's pregnant. I don't like the idea of that at all. But yeah, that's what they do. That's why when you see them on your wall, on a nice white wall, nice white ceiling, they're there because they're saying, "Hi boys, come get me." That's the equivalent of a spider come on, basically. So I'm just hoping it didn't. Well, if it was the female, there's no babies anyway. Oh, I feel mean now. No, I really don't. No. Anyway, so good morning and welcome. And it's frosty cold outside, and lots of lorries been going backwards and forwards already. But they did do the road the other day. I did tell you about. Might have been on the other channel. I don't know, but I did tell you about the lorry that got stuck and kept rolling back. So they're busy out there doing the road, and so it's in places not as bad. But last night when I took the bins out before I went to bed, which was about 8 o'clock, I know, I can't believe it myself. Anyway, I went outside and the road just looked like a slick mud pie that, you know, was vile. So luckily my path and the end of my driveway weren't like that, so I was able to just put my rubbish out, because the only kind of muddy bits that I have not been driven on, walked on and made worse. Anyway, yeah, I went to bed about 8ish last night, maybe even earlier. I don't really know the exact time. All I know is I couldn't function. I was in a state of funk. So I sloped off for a lay down. 2.5 hours later I woke up, and I could have just rolled over and thought, no, I'm going back to sleep. But I had this mega thirst, so I got up, which was a bit of a silly thing to do because I ended up awake till 3 after that. But I did get back off and I did get some sleep. But I've got a feeling that it's either because everyone says, oh, it's to do with the weather and nights drawing in, all that, and I think that is part of it, but I think it might be dietary, because, you know, I've been off the rails with the gluten and the dairy. Well, not so much dairy, but definitely, you know, eating what I fancy and not worrying about it too much. And I think that always has a bad effect on me, and I think that might be what it is. It's making me lethargic and brain fog and everything else. But I was at and where my tiredness has crept up as well, I don't think that's helped, because, you know, I have had a few nights where I've been awake till 3 and it's horrible. But I believe it might be dietary, so I'm gonna today egg and bacon for breakfast, and I'm not gonna have anything I shouldn't, so I'm gonna try and get this out of my system. So yeah, I don't know if our Christmas meal will go ahead, because on the news yesterday there are loads and loads of Christmas meals being cancelled, Christmas dues for work. However, this is a meal, not a party. It's in a bigger hotel, and it's the ambulance service. So, you know, I don't know if they'll cancel it because they're kind of more aware of the problems, therefore they'll cancel it, or if they think we'll take more precautions because we know what we're dealing with. I don't know. We haven't heard yet. When Gary gets back to work, I dare say we will. Whether that will go ahead or not, we've got more or less a week, and they'll either do it or they won't do it. So yeah, It'll be a shame if it's cancelled, because I did buy a top specially for it and I haven't worn it yet, because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And all the times we've been out, I could have worn it, but I've worn other ones. And bought different ones to go for this meal or that meal, but I could have worn that one. And it's the sort of top that you're not just going to sit around the house in, you know. Probably wear it Christmas Day anyway, but you know, it's not that snazzy. I mean, I probably would wear it sitting here in front of you. Anything else I've got to tell you? I made a list. I thought I'm fed up with forgetting stuff, and the way my brain has been, that's it really. I've kind of covered all the things that I could think of that I needed to tell you. But you know, things pop into my brain anyway. But I just wanted, because I've kind of got into this habit of doing my rocks chat, and then there's something I was going to say, and I say it on here, and not everyone will then see it or hear it, because not everybody from Crochet Rocks watches this. So yeah, I'll try and make a little bullet point list of things I definitely want to bring up, and I can't remember what I've got to bring up, so it don't always work. Doesn't always work, never mind. Still thinking about spiders. God, I can't believe that. Oh, it takes me ages to get over it. Do you? I mean, I know some people don't hate spiders, but you know, if I find one, sometimes it can give me what I call the willies all day. I can suddenly, it was a small one, so hopefully it won't do that, but I can, when I had those big ones, then say later on this afternoon, I'll just suddenly go, oh, because the memory of it pops back into my brain, and I'm just such a big wuss. I really, really, really would love to be cured of it. And I watched this programme once on Breakfast TV about this couple called the Speakmans, and I've brought them up before, and they went through the process on screen with people and how to cure yourself. And I did this thing myself, and I felt like I was getting there, you know. And I was living in my other house then, and there was a gigantic spider in my garage. Obviously it was in the garage, so it didn't really have the same significance as being in your house, because the garage was across my garden. It wasn't like it was even attached, so it wasn't. Anyway, so every time I went out there was a freezer out there, and I went out to the garage and I'd see this spider, and he would either be on the wall or she, or it'd be in a Tupperware. Well, it wasn't real Tupperware, but you know what I mean, a Tupperware kind of box that you put cakes in, which doesn't fit in the cupboard, so it was always out there. So it'd either be in that, because the lid was off. They smell if you put the lid on. I don't mean the spider smell, I mean the tub smell if you keep them, like, get stale air inside. Anyway, so it was either in there, in a box, or on the wall every time I went out there. So I started to feel happy being in the garage with that spider, no issues whatsoever. And I was getting really blasé about it, thinking, see, I can let you live. You know, I'm cured. I know I am. Doesn't last. Really doesn't last. And it certainly doesn't last if they're in the house. So, I don't know. Maybe the answer is a bit of hypnosis. I don't know. But I really, really wish I would be cured of that fear. I hate that fear. It's ridiculous. They're this big. Sometimes they're this big. No, I did have one in the house, but it was like the span of it was like that once. Seriously, I kid you not. Went into the kitchen many, many years ago. Kids were babies. And I walked out. As my then partner, Steve, my husband, said, oh, get me a beer out the fridge. So I was making tea. So as I walked in the kitchen and turned the corner, we used to have a larder cupboard that stuck out. Like there was a wall that came out. And I saw this real massive black mark on the wall, and my eyes focused in on it, and I kid you not, it was like this. It was actually bigger than that. So I was like, Steve, come here. And he went, if it's a spider, just kill it. And I'm like, no, come here, you need to see it. It was like, just that, so just a spider. I went, no, Steve, you need to come here. And I also can't move, I was like stuck to the spot. So he got up and he turned the corner and went, oh F. And he got a beer glass, a pint glass, which, you know, they have a neck of sort of an opening like this, and he put this glass over the spider and it squashed it and its legs fell off. because it was so big, the glass wasn't big enough. And he said, I'm taking that to work and showing them. Because obviously it wasn't dead. And he put some, I went, oh, please, I have it in the house. So he put it in the garage. And he took it to work. And there was this guy he used to work with that was vile. He used to do, like, eat stuff that he shouldn't eat, you know. God. So I'll take that to work, see if he'll eat it. I don't know. I don't know what he did, but, you know, I don't want to. Oh. Yeah. So I did have one that was absolutely humongous once. Another time I was in that same kitchen, probably one of its offspring. I was peeling potatoes and I looked down and this thing was crawling up my arm and it was massive. So I didn't think about what I was doing and I just yanked my top off, threw it across the room and then thought, now I can't go anywhere because I'm standing here in my bra and all I have are windows. Windows at the back, windows at the front, and I've got to run through the house. Plus, you've just thrown a spider across the room, or worse, put it over your head and it's now in your hair. I never did see that thing again. And when he came home, I went, you got to get my top. So I couldn't even go over there. But I can't believe it. Instead of just going like that, or splat, you know, with something, I literally just flung my top off, threw it across the room. Crazy person. But yeah, when I was a child, this is the worst one. I had a bunk bed for some reason for a little while. Don't know why I had a bunk bed. And I looked down and there was this gigantic spider crawled into my trainer, which is my sneaker, you know, my shoe. And I thought, oh, and there was no way. I was just terrified of him back then. I was not even gonna. And I made my mum come in the room. I said, look, you're gonna have to get it because I'm not sleeping in there until you do. So she finally did get it. But, oh, it was a huge thing, and it made me not want to put those trainers on again. Although it wasn't in the trainer anymore, you know. But I looked at them and I just saw this. It was a giant thing. So yeah, you see what they do to me. This was tiny. It was like this big, and yet I'm gonna shut up about it now. Seriously, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on. Seriously, I'm gonna think about breakfast because that's what's next on my agenda, and hopefully, if I eat that today, egg and bacon, it will give me energy because it's like when you're on low carb, you have bundles of energy. So I'm going to try and eat fewer carbs and get my energy levels back up because that was ridiculous last night. Seriously. And we watched TV. We watched something together and I nodded off during it and I couldn't believe it. I really need to stop that. And I nodded off and I had to rewind it, and Gary said, what are you doing? I went, I fell asleep. And he said, well, you know, go and have a lay down then. I mean, yeah, I'm going to go to bed, and that was it. Couldn't believe it, really. Anyway, so hopefully I will have a lot more energy, and, you know, I'm looking forward to that anyway, getting back to normal. I don't know, maybe I need some fresh air as well because I'd been in for a while. I'd been in with Harley. We did go out one day, but I'd been in the house for a good couple of days straight, you know. Maybe I just need to get out and have some fresh air, perhaps, as well. Dodge the rain. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this because I've got stuff to do today. I've got to pick up Martin, that's Gary's brother, take him out and then go back to Martin's house where it's actually a commercial property that he's got as well. So I'm going to like view my room that I'm going to use for my hobby rocks and start getting the ball rolling on that. I might film it. Over on Rocksteady, I think I've got an unboxing popping up today for something for my channel. And well, for all of my channels, it's going to benefit all of them. And I've also got an unboxing for some yarn over on Crochet Rocks. So I've got two things popping up and lots that I need to get you know, filming and get done. So I'm going to get off, upload this, and I will see you on the next one. Sorry about the S word and the effect that it's had on me. I don't know why. They're so small and I shouldn't really be like this, but, you know, can't help it. Bye for now. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Oh! No! No, I won't. The end is not the end. I nearly forgot with all that kerfuffle. I nearly forgot, didn't I? Don't want to forget again. So let's see what the pussycat's got to say. See, really, that's what should be in here. My cat. Human affection may become human harassment. Harassment to make them become my guardian. There are emotionally needy humans who spend their time trying to kiss us and pet us, even when we make it plain we don't want it. Like, meow, get off. Did you see that? Maybe I've done a bit quick. Smoochy, smoochy. Meow. So that's the pussycat quote. And here we go. We'll have the movie quote. So it was... Which one was it? Mankind is not evil. It's ill-informed. Was indeed Charles Xavier from X-Men, or the wonderful Patrick Stewart. And Jane's hubby got it. Sylvia got it. Carol and Paula. Well done, well done, well done. This one's a nice, easy one. Sir. Sir, do we get to win this time? I'm trying to be butch. Right, after all that kerfuffle with the spider. I'm trying to be butch. Sir, do we get to win this time? That's sir, do we get to win this time? If you didn't quite understand. Anyway, I'm definitely going this time. Bye for now.